where your clothes at. We investigate why there's never been a proper Jean Grey action figure based on the X-Men animated series until now. And, Impractical Joker, Matt Reeves drops a 5-minute deleted scene from The Batman featuring our first proper look at his version of the Joker. Will this clown prince of crime stick around, or will his body hit the cutting room floor? Costume's a bit theatrical, but hey, who am I to talk? It's the Reluctant Adult Podcast.
Welcome to another episode of the Reluctant Adult Podcast. My name is Paul, and I am joined, as always, by the man who wants you to follow the Reluctant Adult Podcast on TikTok, Bill.
Hi, everybody. Yes, I do.
Bill, you're on there having some fun. I gave you access to our account.
Yeah.
Using the Steve Harvey sound clip. We're on Family Feud. The clue is something you want your girlfriend to do to your face. And the contestant guessed, sit on it. And Harvey's like, sit on it. And that was on the board. Family show, everybody.
Wild.
TikTok, a lot of fun. I hesitated for a long time to get on TikTok. My wife was on there for months and months. She was always scrolling through. I was hearing her laughing at nonsense.
Oh, sure. Same with my wife.
As a creator, as a content creator, as a brand, it creates sort of an even playing field for all creators because you don't need an expensive camera. Everyone uses their phone, or you can use another camera, import it to your phone. But a lot of people, it's almost like the higher the quality, the less likely people are going to watch because that's not really. It's like you're an outsider. You're not using the native technology that TikTok wants you to use.
Right, and then obviously those people can't duplicate that and repeat it and kind of copy and grow their little following, as it were.
It's a great way to interact with people because all the clips are so quick. You can watch a lot of stuff. You can see a lot of different creators. The way that it's set up is you find a sound, either it's a clip from like a TV show or movie or music. People do funny things. Like I think the majority of videos are intended to be funny. That's sort of the idea of the app. So like I said, I held off for a while, but I'm fully on board on TikTok. It's definitely our fastest growing social platform. We're at 600 followers, which is not impressive compared to a lot of things, but for us, it's good.
Not, but still, yeah.
When we get to 1,000, TikTok will let you do live videos. So when we get to 1,000, we will live stream this right now. This is happening live. It's recording. So you'll get to hear all the outtakes. Yeah. So we'll figure out how to do that. But that's a little that's your little carrot at the end of the stick. Try to get on there. Follow us on the Reluctant Adult Podcast on TikTok. We're trying to post every day. We have fun little things on there. We'll take clips from the show. If you don't want to sit for over an hour and listen to the whole podcast, we'll put some visuals up there.
It's nice and quick.
It's very quick. It doesn't take a long time.
It took 5 minutes. It took more time to edit down the individual clips than anything else. So that's the other thing. It's like you don't have to like set up this elaborate setup. If you don't want to. Like obviously people do that. They do these transition videos that probably take hours to do. But you don't have to. You can just talk to the camera. We'll try to do that a little bit more. Like we'll do some toy hunts and get some footage on there. I just posted a video. I was at Target and still no Haulathon stuff. But they did have the McFarlane toys, the mega figures for Titan Joker and Clayface. So I did some fun angles of them, cut it up, spliced it together on the TikTok editing app CapCut, and threw that up there. Some appropriately spooky, not intended to be spooky, but spooky music with the subject matter. And so just fun stuff on there. Did you do that all while walking around in the store? Like
I could have.
Everything. You probably
I didn't. So my workflow is I'll film whatever while I'm there and then think about it, come home, look at what I got. And because it's only a 30-second clip. So it's like you don't have to film very much.
Right.
But you get get different angles and stuff, it makes for a more interesting video.
Sure.
Yeah. So I mentioned I was at Target. This was actually yesterday. I went to a different Target to see if they had any Haulathon stuff. No, what's the expression? Hide nor hair of neither hide nor hair of anything. Just nothing. No end cap. I don't know if they had stuff on the mobile island.
Yeah,
like I've seen them do that
unit,
before.
The MDU,
but it's gone. And then you said it's supposed to update every Friday.
Yes,
this was Friday
for 4 weeks,
and there was nothing.
I mean,
so oops.
I hate to say that, at least up in my end of things, they're like a week behind, or a week ahead. They're a week ahead, so they started earlier than the 18th, and then by the 18th, the second set of figures were out with Elvira, Griff. People are finding Bronx now,
right, from Gargoyles,
right?
Gargoyles,
yes.
I found nothing.
Nothing. That's terrible.
Not the only Haulathon specific item I've seen of the 3 Targets is the tote bag.
The tote bag,
because obviously nobody wants the tote bag.
Which I think Target is sending
swag.
They're sending the tote bags with like Target orders.
Oh, like as just a throw in because nobody's buying them by themselves.
Exactly.
That's how it should be done. It should be a freebie.
Right. Oh yeah.
Do you know how much they ring up for if you try to buy it by
yourself?
Yourself?
Next time I'm down that, and I'll ring one up. I mean, is the idea behind the tote bag? Are you supposed to take your items from the end cap, rip open the tote bag, and then bag them in there?
Because
I mean, they should have done that.
A Haulathon. Why would you pay? Like, tote bags are a freebie. There's no reason,
be a freebie.
unless you're putting your groceries in them at the grocery store because you don't want paper or plastic.
Right.
Like, who buys a tote bag? This makes no sense.
Not many people.
And apparently they come with some freebies, but it's like stickers and magnets, like stuff that
lovely.
You also don't want. It's like trash and trash. Just some extra things to throw away.
There's some NECA trash. We don't need it.
Here's
we never wanted
trash. We have one of those robotic vacuums, not the fancy name brand one, whatever it is. Roomba. Not the Roomba. This is like the Walmart Black Friday one. The Rombi. And if you kick it, we have it like under the little thing in the kitchen there. If you kick it, it comes to life, and then and then you have to tell it to go back to its home. So my wife had to adjust it today because my son kicked it, and then it was running into my wife, and my son was like, "It thinks you're trash."
Oh no!
Like, kids say the darndest things.
Thinks you're trash.
Thinks you're trash. I'm not trash. I'm people.
Yeah. No, my daughter, speaking of something similar, like insulting, but kids get away with it. She goes to my parents and she says she was watching Up. There's the part where Carl goes up the stair lift.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter's like, "Hey, Papa, you need one of those." And, come to think of it, you need one too, Goo. And I was like, man, Eloise, if you weren't the favorite grandkid right now, I'd be hearing it.
Did you guys know you're old? You should have this.
You should have a stair lift.
Helps you because you can't walk because you're so old.
Today was her birthday.
Kids. Your daughter, that's right.
5 years old, yeah.
5 years.
Big 5.
It's a big milestone.
Spider-Man birthday.
Oh, she wanted a Spider-Man birthday.
Yes, she did.
That's cool.
I know.
What'd you get her? What was the big gift?
I mean, she got a couple things. She got she's really into Spidey and his friends, and I've been trying to get her into other animated Spider-Man, whether it's the animated series or Ultimate Spider-Man, whatever's on Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm.
But she got a couple of those Spidey and her amazing friend multi-packs.
Cool.
With the 3 mains and then the bad guy or the Hulk.
Do they have like a Spider-Man playset, like a big playset for those?
They do. It's almost like a Paw Patrol style, like lookout tower.
Yeah.
So I didn't get her that. She's like, I want that. So instead, I got her Legos, Spider-Man Legos.
There you go.
It was like, no. It's funny. My son is calling the Hulk the Smulk.
The Smulk.
The Smulk. And I don't know if it's because he's mixing the word smash with Hulk together and going,
that's fun.
Look out, it's the smoke. That's like, yep, that's who he is now, buddy.
Smoke.
He won't be anything else ever again. He is the smoke.
The smoke, yeah. My son asked if the Hulk has a penis. And I said, I don't know for a fact, but I can only assume.
One would assume.
I don't know. I think that's why they draw him with pants, because he still has that. It's not
right. They're not going to pull a Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, not for the kids. Does the Thing wear pants?
The Thing in the comics and the animated show, and I do believe in the old Fox, Michael Chiklis iteration, he did wear pants. The most recent Fox Fantastic Four movie, he didn't wear pants.
Oh my God.
But nothing was shown.
They just worked around it.
Yeah, they worked around it.
They had shadows.
Yeah, right.
Let's make a list of characters that don't wear pants. Venom does not wear pants.
Okay.
I guess
Carnage
his
at that point.
His whole body is pants, so maybe that's...
Right.
Swamp Thing, no pants.
Nope, no pants on Swamp Thing. I guess the Thing wears pants. Oh.
We'll just as we go, if we think of
as we go, we'll grow. This will be
Human Torch,
interactive.
Technically.
Yeah, realistically.
Right. So you can think of any characters. Stitch this comment. What characters in the Marvel universe do you know that don't wear pants? Conversely, why is it? This is an actual question I'm asking you in the audience, or Bill, if you know. In the DC universe, the characters from the beginning were portrayed as wearing pants, and then another layer of tights, of smaller pants over their pants. We're all familiar with this. Batman looks wrong when he doesn't have these second pants. But what was that imitating? What was the origin of that style? Did people wear these pants over pants?
That's it.
Is there like a circus act that they would wear, or like Broadway or whatever entertainment they had back in the 1920s when comics came into being?
It's almost like they want to say that Bruce Wayne was in disguise and he took off all his clothes but forgot to take off the boxers. And then was just like, well, they saw me once like this.
I just have to keep going with it.
I gotta keep going. It's gotta remain consistent.
I tried to type into Google, why does Batman wear pants, but I typed why does Batman wear Batman?
Batman
doesn't make it. It took me right to shopping. I'm like, wait a minute. Superman. All right, this is what Google says. Because he has a copy of Superman. Superman used to wear underwear outside his pant, so his copy did too. Okay, that's not an official answer. All right, here's what Reddit asked for this.
Okay.
Why does Batman wear underwear on the outside? Top comment: his parents were murdered. Give this guy a break. Okay. They modeled his costume partly on circus strongmen. This is what I was thinking, who dress to accentuate their muscles, the physique. You can look up pictures. That is what I thought, that there's like some sort of circus performer.
So they wear the leotard and then they're still wearing the pants above it. I get you. Okay, I can see that.
Yes.
I can see that in terms of... Well, I can see it in terms of a circus performer. I can't see...
There's like a Tarzan-looking thing where they have pants, but then they have the Andre the Giant one-strap singlets. Right. Yeah. Okay. That is what I thought, and if that is true, then that's fine. I feel smart. It's just funny how that has permeated time, and now they've tried to modernize these characters, and it just looks wrong. Like, that you need to break up the color scheme.
Are they still putting pants on these guys?
Like, they stopped, pants? Oh. Just look at the modern McFarlane Batman and Superman figures. It's just straight color.
Oh, really? That doesn't look good.
Yeah, like the Jokers, or 3 Jokers Batman. Yeah, he's all gray. Oh, yeah. And then there's a Superman that's all blue. And then obviously, like, the movie versions. I mean, Batman, obviously, we've seen him. Like, the original Superman, they kept doing the underwear, but the current Superman doesn't have that extra color on his crotch. He's just blue from head to toe. But yeah, that was something I always wondered about, and how it stayed with us for so long. Like even Batman animated series, he's got the underoos on there.
He does the darker.
It doesn't look great. Doesn't look great in live action, but I think when it's animated or cartoon or a comic, I think you need to keep the underoos. I think it's important. Yes. It just helps aesthetically.
Less texture.
Draws the eye.
Yes, exactly. Looks less amorphous, I guess, as it were.
Right. Yeah, it gives you a little bit better idea of the human form and what's going on, like where his waist starts. Well, I guess he has a belt. I don't know. I just like it. Give me the underoos. I don't care. What were we talking about?
Haulathon? We were talking about superheroes being naked. How many there were?
Oh, no. What was that? What happened? My dog just squealed. I hope that was my dog. We were talking about your son called the Hulk the Smulk, and then I said that my son asked about the Hulk's penis.
Yes.
So your daughter had a good birthday?
Yeah, she's got another one coming tomorrow too. So always two.
Whoa, she's gonna be 6. Birthdays. That was quick.
Yeah, that was a quick year.
That was a quick year. Goodness gracious.
No, it's just a lot of fun. We got a nice like Amazon always has those banners that are like $10 a piece.
What?
For like themes. Yeah, like theme banners. So I got that for $10.
It's your birthday. That's cool. I've never looked that up. There's this thing in our town or our state. I don't even know how far it reaches. Maybe it's worldwide. The printed letters that you can spell things on for your front yard, like the big. Do you guys do that up there?
Yeah, I've seen people do them.
That's a real big thing down here.
Is it really?
Yeah,
I've seen it enough, but I've definitely seen it more in other areas of the country.
Yeah, that would be interesting to find out.
But no, she had fun. Nice little one. A lot of toys. A lot of stuff to make my wife just shake her head, being like, "Why do I need any more of this in the house?" But
at some point, she needs to get on the train and understand.
She does. It's true.
Toys are life. I promised my little one, my big little one today, that we would go to Target and get him a toy, and Target needs to get some new stuff in because he has run out of stuff to buy. Like, we go down all the aisles and he wants a Transformer or a Power Ranger, and he has everything they have on the shelf.
That's disappointing. I mean, you mentioned that like 2 months ago, the same thing that they need to.
Yeah, he's got not anything new. So he really likes Bumblebee, which is interesting to me. We talked in a previous episode about how Soundwave is a popular character, even though people don't use cassette players.
Right.
Like this he should have been eliminated, but for whatever reason he perseveres, and people like that character. Another character that I always liked as a kid, but I wasn't sure that other people liked, was Bumblebee. I am attracted to the yellow, the brightness of the character.
He captures the youth. That's how they get you.
Yeah. There was just something, and I like the Beetle too. Like he's
right. It was iconic Beetle, design. Exactly.
Round. I don't know. It was fun. So obviously Bumblebee is big in part with the newer generation because he played a big part in the live action movies.
Right.
And then he got his own spinoff. Yeah. And so Target has this line called Buzzworthy Bumblebee. And I'm sort of removed from the world of Transformers. So I thought maybe this was the new cartoon. I thought there was something that this was tied to. No, apparently it is just a subline that Hasbro created so that every figure in the assortment could be a different version of Bumblebee. So they're not even really trying. They're just like, kids like Bumblebee. Let's just give them all Bumblebee.
Oh, so wow.
He picked up a Bumblebee. It was supposed to be, or the box says 8+. My son is 5. So obviously right away I was like, we're going to have trouble with this, but he promised that he would work through it. We could work together to figure out the transformation. He always has to open stuff when we're in the car. So he opened the figure in the car, immediately started screaming that he broke a piece off. So we're off to a good start. He did not want to work through it and figure it out. He just wanted to scream and say, I hate this.
Oh,
so
no.
I now have possession of origin Bumblebee.
Yeah.
From Buzzworthy Bumblebee.
So he's a spaceship, right? Some kind of
he turns into
Cybertronian car.
Some sort of pancake stingray looking amorphous blob, which is fine. It's an origin Bumblebee. It has to be that. The figure itself is pretty neat. I kind of, because it's painted black, which is different.
Oh, sure. There we go.
The top of them. So not a bad figure. This is not a $23 figure though. This is ridiculous. This is the packaging. I don't have it right now, but the box is huge. Or compared to him, he fits in the little cutout window.
Right?
That they
have. Is it open now? It's plastic free.
It's open. There's no plastic. Yeah. So I was like, something missing. I hate that packaging for a lot of reasons. But
yes,
one of the top things is I can't even be sure that all of the parts are in there because someone could very easily just be like, boop.
That's the crazy thing going forward with this paper. This plastic free is
free, yeah.
If you are say something drops and you need 6 of them and you get in there and you're looking because you're I got to make sure everything's in that one that I've grabbed, and then a guy right behind you comes and just grabs the other 5. It's I'll sort them out later, but you could be just meticulously looking and be is that there, is that there, is that there,
right?
It's just kind of
I don't love it.
In that case, just grab everything. That's all it is. Just grab everything.
Buy everything and bring back the ones you don't want.
Right.
So the other weird thing about this figure is he comes with these 5 clear orange spears.
Yeah, you sent the photo of those. Yeah.
Cylindrical things. I just thought these were missiles that you put in because he has this backpack that has 2 gun turret looking things on it. So silly me, I thought you put the missiles in the gun and you shoot it, but no. These are apparently nothing. They do not fit into the gun. They have no purpose. There's only one picture of them in the instructions, and it has him holding them like loaves of bread, and he forgot the bag.
Oh,
so I don't know if they're supposed to be energon
inanimate carbon rods
pieces. Inanimate carbon rods. In Rod we trust. I have no idea. It's the most bizarre thing to me. And this doesn't seem like it's based on any specific media unless there's an origin something from Earthrise or whatever that series is called where he's carrying energon lumber around.
It seems really if you can't source the accessory and they're still making a case for the plastic free, it's why include this?
Why include that? Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
I don't know. So that was weird. I don't hate the figure. We'll see if I might just bring it back because I don't need it. If the kid's not gonna play with it, there's
so
really no
frustrated
point
with it.
He got so frustrated. It's funny because it's really not that complicated. So it's if he's gonna get frustrated with this, good luck with any of the other ones.
I'm looking.
Let me give you some of those Beast Wars we played with as kids. Jesus.
Oh sure, I'm looking forward to Eloise doing her Legos, even though they're the 4+ beginner Legos. I want to see how this goes.
Has she done Legos before?
Duplos.
Okay, so this is the first Lego.
Yeah, this is the first Lego.
Oh boy, yeah. You should have got her the micro Legos or whatever those. Have you seen those? It's not Lego brand or some. I think they do Lego brand for the adult end collector, or you can build the White House or something.
End, you can build the Frank Lloyd
Nano
Wright
brick or something.
I've seen nano brick. They are tiny.
Use tweezers to do it. It looks insane.
No thanks. I had a hard enough time doing that Mega Bloks Queen Alien.
Oh yeah,
that was a chore.
You definitely need the right environment to do Lego. You need a surface high enough that you're not hunched. Because I try to do it on the ground and my neck just ends up hurting so bad.
It needs to be a nice quiet location away from everything.
Quiet. So you can hear the clicks. That's the satisfying part when the pieces snap together so nice. Yeah. So Eloise had a good birthday. That's good.
She did.
5 years old. It's big. It's all downhill from here. I hate to tell you. She's going to get real sassy if she isn't already. Let me tell you.
Focus on the other one.
5+ year old. I know. I don't know about your son. He's older than mine, but my 4-month-old is a delight.
Oh, that's good.
He is smiley. He did start waking up at like 1 a.m., which he hadn't done for like 3 months.
Yeah.
So we got a good chunk of time where we could sleep through, and now he's starting to be like, "Hey guys, what's up? Time to party?
Yeah, no kidding. That's
Can I have a bottle?" But that's okay. He's a good guy.
Good.
So we both saw the Batman. We were fans of the Batman.
We were.
We talked about how at the end of the film they have the Riddler. This in something that seemed like it would be an after credit scene, but it wasn't. It was during. It was the end of the movie, but not. Right. There was no credits, no break. So it's like, I don't know if you consider after credit scene like officially part of the movie, or if there's any like distinction in your mind. It almost seems like they could retcon that if it's after the credits and be like, that wasn't real.
That was just something. Yeah.
Yeah, we just threw that on like a blooper reel or something. Like,
right.
But this was not that. This was part of it. Riddler is in jail talking to a character that we are led to believe will be the Joker. And played by the actor, he was in the Eternals. Right. So he's like a real deal.
Barry Keoghan,
real deal.
I believe it is.
I have no idea. I believe you can. That might be right.
I'm right.
So this week, the director, I believe, released a clip that
5-minute
was going
clip,
to
right?
be 5-minute clip. This was going to be in a movie that was already too long. That the Joker and the Batman meet in an interrogation.
Similar to the Riddler interrogation a little bit to a degree.
Yeah. So Batman's trying to figure out who the Riddler is. He goes to the Joker to be like, "Hey, buddy, can you give me a hand with this? I know you're crazy." And that, I guess that was his motivation for this. It was shot in such a way that the Joker's face was never entirely in focus at
shot in the Home Improvement Wilson way, as it were. So it's always either the mouth's covered or the eyes are covered.
Right.
Yeah.
But somebody composited the photos, the stills together, and so you could see what the Joker looked like. His face is very mangled and looks disturbing, but he wasn't wearing makeup, so it doesn't really look like the Joker.
No.
What did you think of this scene? Is it something that you wish they kept in the movie? Is this make you excited for the Joker moving forward? Or do you think that maybe we don't need the Joker for a while in this Batman universe?
I would say we don't need the Joker for a while. A lot of people are saying that, it's a good thing that this was pulled because it kind of gives away a little bit too much of the mystery of who the Riddler is. Because I believe in this, it seems like Batman visits this Joker-esque character, call him Joker-esque, midway through the movie. Not towards the end or anything. That it's almost like at the 1.5 hour mark. The good thing about leaving it out is that if there's any criticism towards the appearance of the Joker, they say, "Well, maybe it didn't play well." It's still a deleted scene, and we don't really see whoever it is at the end of the movie. So realistically, you could be like, "Yeah, well, it was kind of like a pre-production, like warm up to the Joker," but we found out kids are going to be like deeply disturbed by this zombie that we have in front of you.
Yeah. Also, they don't have him in full Joker getup, so they could always make changes. Like it'll even if they went exactly with this makeup design, it would look different because there's just too much Joker right now for me, and I feel like that this take the Jared Leto Joker out of it because that. I wish that did not exist. There's no need. There's no need for it.
Seems like he always shows up no matter what. He's always the tent pole to the Batman franchises or trilogies or whatever that comes through.
The Joker? I thought you were saying Jared Leto always shows up.
No, Joker.
Like, I hope not. That guy creeps me out. Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's a comment somebody made that the company Warner Brothers is afraid to not do the Joker because they feel like Batman needs his Joker.
Sure.
And maybe that's true just because they are so synonymous through time and media.
Right.
But this world is trying to do something that we haven't really seen before. be a little more realistic. And there are so many villains that they could tackle before they get to the Joker that just if he's in the second one, he's the main villain in the second one, I feel like they're playing their hand.
Oh, they're playing it very safe, and they're playing it very safe at that.
Yeah. And then it's like, okay, you play that card, then what do you do?
It's like take the risk on a B character, and then hey, it either works or it doesn't work. At least they call it like, oh, it's a fresh new villain. It's not just the same old villains that we've been getting. I mean, we've already had a Riddler, so like get away from that A group rogues gallery and move on to some.
Oh, you
B
want
characters.
like a calendar king or whatever?
Yeah, like condiment king or the calendar man
king.
Yeah.
Mr. Miplixik, the bat imp or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. King Spinks from the TV series.
We're going. That's going way down the rabbit hole there. Trying to think who. Firefly was a decent
Mad
one.
Hatter. Firefly, but that would just be like a pyro guy, and it wouldn't be. It would be,
yeah.
I understand the need to do Joker. Like, ideally, it would be Joker because that's the most fun. You think back to The Dark Knight and how great that whole experience was, but
sure,
you're not gonna recreate that version of the Joker. Like, that was like a fun Joker. Like, everyone loves to cosplay as that Joker. Like, his speech pattern and everything. Right, exactly. Like, you created something there that you're not.
Times Square, there's like 9 of them down there right now.
It's iconic. It was just, you caught lightning in a bottle, and you're not gonna be able to do that again. So anything that you create is going to be different. It's either gonna be less than, or it's gonna be so different that someone is gonna be disappointed.
Sure.
So I just hope they're cautious with giving away that play too soon.
Yeah.
Because it if you want to lead up to it, maybe that's fine. Maybe like the character exists in the next movie, but he's not full on Joker yet.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or maybe, do you think he was the Joker before he got put in jail? Or has he not even become the Joker, like with makeup and stuff yet?
Well, so like that's the thing with this deleted scene, at least. He had green hair. The hair that he did have was green.
Yeah.
The roots were brown, but yeah, it was very thin and...
Yeah.
I know Matt Reeves said that he wanted to portray the Joker as almost like he was deteriorating. Like, it wasn't so much like he had an accident, that it was more of like he had like a medical issue, and that's why he was like almost like he was falling apart.
Yeah, did he have no fingernails or something was going
on? He either had no fingernails or he was nasty. He wasn't easy to look at all.
Right, it wasn't easy to. Yeah. So we'll see what they end up doing. But I thought it was interesting that they released that clip. Because obviously they spent some time developing a character, and if that never saw the light of day, I'm sure the director wants that version out there.
Right.
I don't know if he put that out there as a way to try to get that character in the next movie, or just show the studio that people want to see that character, or maybe that they don't. I don't really know. Maybe the studio was pushing too hard, like when they were going to do Spider-Man 4 and they wanted all these characters, or maybe it was even Spider-Man 3 when they pushed Venom in, and Sam Raimi didn't want Venom in there, and clearly did not have a good story set up for the origin of Venom.
No, not at all.
Yeah. We could all agree that killed the Spider-Man series, and Spider-Man never recovered. Honestly, Spider-Man just, who even talks about Spider-Man anymore?
Me, I saw that one at Walmart today.
Is that plushie with the junk in the trunk?
Yeah, I realized why he had the junk in the trunk when I sat him down.
Oh, because it
balances.
It's supposed to sit.
Yeah, it's supposed to sit, but if he stands up, there's no sand. It's
all cushion.
All cushion. Just
more cushion for the pushing.
Big old butt.
Big old butt. So last year Hasbro unveiled that they were going to do X-Men Marvel Legends based on the animated series. They had special packaging that looks like VHS tapes.
Right. Figures cell shading.
cell shaded. Yeah. So these are the animated series figures. For better or worse, these are they. First set that they put up for order had Wolverine, had Apocalypse, or no, Mr.
Jubilee.
Sinister.
We went to Mr. Sinister after that, and
okay.
Storm.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So Storm, can you order Storm yet, or is she not available for pre-order?
She is available.
Okay, so those 4. They revealed that Jean Grey. They teased her. They showed us the artwork for the VHS packaging.
They did.
Then they showed the figure,
right.
And reaction not overwhelmingly positive for Jean Grey.
No.
We talked about this last week, where Jean Grey really never got a figure in that original Toy Biz X-Men line.
No,
you got Phoenix, but you just never really got a good Jean Grey,
right?
And
you kind of find Jean Grey in the Age of Apocalypse outfit more than anything else,
but not if you're a fan of the animated series and you want all the characters from that, you have a hard time putting together a collection that features Jean Grey.
Well,
so this figure was supposed to be was supposed to fill that void, and it looks like the character. The problem is the face sculpt's not really capturing the essence of the character.
Neither is the hair. The hair is a little bit off too. If they're doing their best to reference the animated series.
I have my qualms with the hair on a lot of these figures, or at least one other one. The Storm figure, I thought the hair looked very strange, just unnatural. And if they're trying to like replicate the lack of detail, I guess, in the animated series, I don't know if that's the way you want to go. Like, I guess I understand, but I don't think it's working out. Some people posted some comparison photos of this Jean Grey and who she looks like, and it's funny because somebody is sculpting these digital sculpt. They're using reference material. Like, they're probably not just closing their eyes and being like, this is what this character looks like. Like, they're choosing someone that they think, like, finding the human form using someone. So I don't remember, like, I almost want to say it was Lady Gaga or something like.
No kidding.
There's one of the heads is like
she's very stern, and she looks sad. She looks sad in that.
She looks sad. She's so
sad.
mad that it took this long to get a figure, and this is what she's getting. But and then the other thing about this line is that they are expensive.
They are.
They're coming up on $30, like 27 something.
Right.
And then if you don't have the Prime membership, you got to pay for shipping.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look. What would we call
So here's a question I have for you in terms of Jean Grey. And this was something so long ago when this came out. This is how my brain kind of worked around why they never produced a Jean Grey action figure. Because I always assumed she was too, I'm going to say, racy as a character, like revealing as a character.
Like her.
What color do you remember her outfit being?
Orange?
I don't remember it being orange. I remember it being more flesh tone.
Oh no, I don't think so.
No?
You thought she was wearing like a bodysuit?
I thought she was wearing a black bodysuit this whole time with this flesh with her skin out. Yeah.
No.
I had to I watched an episode
like
of X-Men. I must be very poorly colorblind because
your TV wasn't set right. I'm looking at some pictures now, and I do see maybe where or why you thought that. This one looks very flesh color.
Okay,
yeah,
so I watched an episode on Disney Plus just to make sure, and I was like, no, that's still flesh. Wow. That's still like a flesh tone to me at the time.
Yeah,
and you know what? We're watching it on older TVs too, so it was probably the color balance was all off.
That's really funny. I never. Yeah, if you Google Jean Grey cartoon and do image search, right? Yeah, there are some images here where it absolutely. I guess maybe I was just thinking of like maybe the cartoon because I always thought orange and blue.
So
yes,
I mean, I grew up mostly with the animated show, and the toys, but not the
I
comic
did too.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, so I don't know. But this, yes, absolutely, I could see. So it's like she just has a black strip down the middle, and then it's all side boob.
It's all side, yeah, exactly. And then she's got
completely naked.
She's got that hood mask, as it were.
Right.
Or just
so it's like she's wearing a very revealing one-piece bikini.
Exactly, and that was my impression this whole time as to why we never got a Jean Grey. Flash forward to this figure has a yellow outfit, and that's what bothers me the most.
Oh, you think it's yellow?
I think it's yellow.
I could see that too. It is sort of like a gold.
Yes.
That's interesting. So I wonder what color it's actually supposed to be, because if they're doing complementary colors, it should be blue and orange. That's just how that works.
Right.
But it does have sort of a gold tinge, and then the cell shading is definitely orange.
Yeah,
like the little splotch on her leg. Yeah, this figure's just a mess.
It is a mess.
Did they get the guy that sculpted the Invisible Woman face?
Because, right?
They gotta stop using that guy. They gotta stop using him.
You did such a great job on the Invisible Woman. Nobody saw it, so.
Nobody saw it. Nobody wanted it. Oh yeah, and then the one where she's like kind of happy, the little like hair in the front just looks like Play-Doh. Like it has no definition to it. It's like somebody pushed the Play-Doh through thing and it just came out with the little pieces.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah,
that's disappointing. All right.
So I told you, I said I might cancel the whole line right now.
Well, that's where. Okay, so I only ordered Wolverine.
Sure.
And I feel like he looks fine, and you're always safe with Wolverine. And he comes with a little photo, so you can make the meme.
Right.
Is he still available? Did these ever sell out? These are just always available?
They must always be available.
Yeah, so I have Wolverine ordered. I ordered him back before I had the Prime membership, but I got free shipping because I ordered 2. Is there any benefit to reordering with the Prime membership? Like, will those get shipped first?
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah. Nope. I'll just leave him up. When is he supposed to come out? When are these shipping? 5/1? Oh, that's soon.
Oh.
A month away? All right. So we'll see what happens. But Jean Grey sucks. Have they given any hints to who? Well, she's not coming out till October. So these are well down the line.
Right.
They got to do a Beast, right? Why are they so against doing Beast figures?
I don't know.
We got that one in the blue, and then they did a gray version.
They did a gray version,
but that was it. Like, and it's not like it was easy to find the blue version.
They did. I think they did Dark Beast for Age of Apocalypse as well. So we've had a few in the last couple years.
Yeah, but not like I want a blue Beast. Give me the card. And maybe this is what they were waiting for, because like they did Gambit and Rogue and Storm on the classic cards for the tour.
Right.
So I don't know if they would redo those in this style, because those are pretty much how they appeared on the cartoon.
They are. The only benefit is to realistically get them in the box and never see them.
Right. Yeah. You just have to assume there's a toy in there, not just a brick of cocaine or something. Oh, I don't know. I don't know that there'll be any sort of rebellion against this plasticless packaging. But do you think that if sales dropped dramatically, Hasbro would go back and be like, we reevaluated, we found a eco-friendly brand of plastic?
Yeah, it's corn byproduct. We use the husks.
We'll see how much of their bottom line is dictating this like environmental responsibility. I don't like it. It makes me
bad enough that they're throwing it up all over the boxes too.
Oh, like they're tooting their own horn. Like,
nice little green circle on the bottom. It says actually right on the Jean Grey box. It says it. It's just like 100% plastic free packaging. Yeah.
It's like there's an arrow pointing to Mattel product. Be like, look at these losers killing the planet.
Yeah, look at forget about what Mattel. No, yeah, Forget about them. How about the guys that do like the LOL dolls? Have you ever unwrapped one of those?
Oh yeah, it's like when
so much plastic.
When you get a sandwich like McDonald's in the 90s, it just had like 1,000 layers to it. Oh, that looks terrible. That plastic free thing. Why are they doing that?
I don't know.
That wouldn't be on a VHS. Get out of here with that.
Yeah, right.
I hate everything about this. all of it makes me sad. Something else that made me sad this week is that we all know Triple H, the wrestler, Paul Levesque. Not the Paul Levesque that does POF 2. I know he's probably more famous in the toy collecting community. This Paul Levesque is the wrestler. He had to announce that he is officially retiring from in-ring competition this week. He had a heart incident last year, and he's got a defibrillator inside him now. He's more machine than man, and he will never wrestle again. We say that people were never going to wrestle again, and they came back and wrestled. But he's an old man. He would only do like WrestleMania every year, so it's not like he was doing a ton of stuff.
Right.
But it was interesting because it's not like he died. You know, that we had a wrestler die the previous week, and it brought everybody out like talking about their favorite matches and stuff. This guy's not dead. He's fine. He just gets to be at home. He actually has had a terrible year last year. He obviously had this life-threatening incident that changed, you know, everything about his day-to-day life. If you follow wrestling, you know there's the NXT brand, which was the idea was this was like the minor leagues in baseball. You have the minor leagues where they train basically to get to the majors. So it's like this was the farm whatever that expression is. So it's like Triple H was in charge of these guys. So he was like training them to be WWE superstars. So they were on Wednesdays against AEW. AEW started doing better than them. Vince and the guys that control WWE, excuse me, they said no more. They took away, took the reins from NXT, took them from Triple H, changed everything, fired or didn't rehire guys. So basically, this thing that Triple H worked for years on to create was gone in a matter of months, weeks. So he's just had a tough time.
Long career, right?
30 years, almost to the day he was a wrestler. Yeah,
that's wild.
And then he married into the family. He married Vince's daughter. It's one of those crazy things because it was a storyline, and then it became real. Right. Like they legit got married and they have kids. And, there's always been this question, is he going to take over when Vince retires or dies? Because I think Vince will never retire. Now it's very in question what is going to happen. Yeah. It was just sort of assumed that Stephanie, Vince's daughter, and her husband, Triple H, would take over. I don't think you can find anyone that thinks that's a sure thing anymore.
Right.
So I don't know. It's one of those, there's some very interesting real storylines in wrestling, like the Cody Rhodes thing. It's like, where's he going? Why is he going there?
Sure.
This is definitely one of the big ones. What happens when Vince is no longer running things? And a lot of people now think that the WWE will be sold, maybe to Disney.
Interesting.
Because currently the network, the WWE network, all their content is on Peacock. Maybe that can move to Disney Plus. We'll see what happens, but the way they have been behaving, where they're not re-signing people, or a lot of people, they're letting contracts go, freeing up money. That is something you do to a company when you're preparing to be sold. Like, not a lot of overhead.
Wow.
So WrestleMania is coming up this next weekend. So when this airs, it'll be this weekend. 2-day event, Saturday, Sunday. Not a super strong card from what I can tell. You have a couple of dream matchups. You have AJ Styles versus Edge, which is one of those matches that you thought you might never see because Edge had to retire. And AJ Styles for a long time was not in the WWE. He was not seen at that level. So that's one of those things where you just had to sort of use your action figures and like think about, or like the video game, and put these guys together, and that you thought that was it. Sure. You thought that was the only way you're going to be able to see it.
Okay.
But not a lot of intrigue, I feel like, this year. Last year, it was a big deal because it was the first or one of the first big events where people were back because we were still in heavy COVID time.
Oh, sure.
But this year, a little different, not quite the draw. And but we'll see. It's on the Peacock. So if you want to get Peacock, pay $4.99 for the month. You can get what would used to cost like, I don't know, $60 for WrestleMania, like a lot of money.
Usually, yeah, for a sports pay-per-view, it was always up there. That's why you had multiple people coming over to watch it.
Yeah, go to the bar or something. That's one of the weird things about even when it was just the network, you were paying $9.99 a month and you could get every pay-per-view. And it, I don't know if it like took away a little of the prestige of the events because it was cheap and you could just see it. It's basically like watching it on network TV. Like you just have it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that in a way hurt the brand. I don't know if it made them any money because you're losing money from people not paying the $60, but maybe,
right, of course.
I mean, they were obviously way ahead of their time thinking with the streaming stuff because they were doing it well before Disney, well before NBC. They knew what was up. You need a larger viewership like Netflix. You need to appeal to a lot of people. So partnering with the Peacock makes sense because basically all the Peacock has going for it is The Office. And now they have, what's the cowboy show we like?
Oh,
Yellowstone.
Yes.
Which comes back. Season 3 is going to be on Peacock Sunday.
Season 4?
Very soon. Is that what it is? Season 4?
Yeah, season 4.
Okay. And then season 5 starts on Paramount this year?
I believe so. I'll have to ask my wife again, but yeah.
But not Paramount Plus. Only on the Paramount network. Right. So I had to Google that because I was like, how did they let that happen? Because apparently Peacock started before Paramount Plus, and Paramount, the network, sold the rights before they realized there would be a Paramount network. Way to be forward thinking. That sucks for them.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we'll get to see that finally. Is season 4 good?
I'm not going to say much about it.
All right. Well, that's what I expect. So
I
just have to see the way they left season 3 where everybody was dead.
There is I will give you one. It's not a spoiler by any means, but in at least when I watched it, there is a moment within the first 15 minutes of the show starting where one of the characters looks so terrifying that it will give you nightmares.
Love it.
They need to get back to that. Terrifying.
Like Joker terrifying?
To a degree, yeah.
Oh, nice. I'm trying to run through my memory of who was exposed to what sort of trauma, who that could be. Okay, I think I know. Well, that's good. I'm looking forward to that. I liked season 1 where they had just crazy shit happening every episode.
Of course.
It's like, wow, get the vet. Come stitch him up.
Yeah, no, I think one of the big complaints with season 4 was that they just showed a lot more of the horses. Like a lot more B-roll.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Different choices.
People like the horses, I guess.
Yeah, lots of horse stuff.
Is there any CGI in the show or is it all practical effects?
I'm not too sure. I'd have to ask my wife. She's so deep into Yellowstone culture right now.
Wow.
And like she'll just
we have to have her on to talk about it.
It's turned into her office, as it were. Like
wow.
It's her I'm gonna do laundry, but I'm just gonna put this on in the background.
Is she big into westerns or is it
not her father is. Her father is. Okay. This came out of nowhere.
Okay. It was she had the gene inside her laying dormant.
She must have activated itself. She had the cowboy gene.
The cowboy gene.
It went yeehaw.
You got to get her hat and the spurs and the chaps. Okay. Do the TikTok where they wave and then she's wearing something different.
Oh, sure.
Like when Yellowstone season 4 drops, whoop. Have the music play, the serious music, and then it's almost like the Westworld open where it's like
it is
like hints of different mechanical.
Right.
Let me ask you this. So in the open, there is something with oil. Does oil ever play a part? Is that like the solution to all their problems? Like,
I don't think
our land
so.
is on oil.
I mentioned that to Anne. Is that the title sequence has very little to do with the actual show.
Yeah.
Like there's horses, of course.
Sure. Of course.
But like the machinery and everything, it's just kind of. I mean, I know why it's there, but it doesn't really. There's never any scenes of it in.
Maybe that's just B-roll from some. Right. They just like found it. They're like, we need some footage.
We need some.
This was made for another show, but whatever. It's got horses, good enough. Sign me up.
Usually we just tape a couple cats together.
What's the rest of that? It's like, what if you need a cat? A couple dogs.
No. It was
a cow. Paint a cow.
Cows don't look like cows on TV. You got to use horses. What do you do when you got to use a horse? Well, usually we just tape a bunch of cats together. I just watched that episode. Such a great episode.
What was the plot to that they said?
That was the Radioactive Man episode.
Oh,
where they're filming in Springfield.
That's funny. Oh boy, that show, man. Some of that stuff is so good. All right, a couple more things to burn through here. I mentioned in a past episode that companies were getting better about replacing parts on figures that were faulty. Hasbro has done this with their Power Rangers. Mattel previously did it with the Rock figure from their Ultimates line. Like the alternate head did not fit well in the peg, so they sent you a replacement. Most recently, their Kane figure was just jacked up from the start. Like his face, the mask was painted and crazy. The weirdest thing was the elbow, like this third part was flesh colored. So when you bent it like this, you would see it in the cuts. It just looked very unsightly. So they were sending out replacement parts. It was a little delayed, but they finally came. So I have 2 extra heads, and then I have an extra arm. But I haven't even opened the figure, so I just have those laying around.
It's
great.
Good.
Yeah, it's great. It's very good. Great. I'm gonna try to find something to do with the extra heads, like maybe put that hair on one of the Bret Hart figures that they like sculpt the hair on the face, like this one.
Yeah.
Give it a little different look, but I don't know if the hair will fit. So I'm hoping someone out there that does customs will find a good use for that. Walmart had a bunch of product drops this week. They had their version of Haulathon, whatever they
Collector Con,
whatever they call it. Yeah.
Right.
In terms of stuff that I cared about, it's funny because I saw it pop up. Excuse me. I saw it pop up and I just sort of ordered it, not even thinking about it, because number one, it's Walmart. It could sell out in seconds. And number two, it's not shipping for months and months and months, and they don't charge me until it does. So it's like, let me get it and then I'll figure it out later. So for me, they had a box set of their new Power Ranger figures, which have unique packaging. It's just the Lightning collection figures, but like Target last year or the year before had those Prism figures or whatever. Spectrum, I think.
The foil packaging.
It was just unique to the store. Right. It was the same figures. Walmart is doing a box set where it's the individual carded or boxed figures, but then it comes in another box that has unique artwork on it. Yeah. So that pretty cool. So I ordered that. And then they also had the Superstars line of WWE figures. And the best way to describe these, if you know what Remco figures are back in the day, they basically copied the He-Man body. So these are those. Yeah. So Mattel had been doing the He-Man, the Masters of the WWE Universe. These are He-Man figures without He-Man stuff. They're just the wrestlers.
The armor, all that.
The armor.
Kibble.
But they're better for wrestling fans. They're better because instead of the He-Man junk, they come with like actual entrance gear and belts and stuff.
Oh, sure. That's
so
good.
I ordered a couple. I ordered a couple from Series 1, the Hulk Hogan figure. The problem with ordering from Walmart is they don't give a fuck about the condition the figures arrive to in. So they just jam those in. So it's you just play in your luck trying to get a good set. But I've never seen these in stores. I don't know if they're hidden stores, how they're going to be played. Yeah. So if you can pre-order them, and then worst case scenario, you get to have a loose version of the character. But the packaging was very cool. I was not alive for Remco stuff. That was a little before my time, but it's a very unique looking figure and card. So those will look nice. And if you order it through the site, you get it unpunched. They don't punch the little peg hole.
They'll just punch the whole package Forget about the peg hole. They'll
stick a knife right through the figure. They'll
bend
make
it
sure
a
your
couple
edges
times.
are nice and ruined. But the peg hole, beautiful.
A lot of problems with this, though.
A lot of problems. You really can't be like a mint collector anymore
not even so much that, but when they announced it, and I thought this was going to be almost like a rolling purchase for items, like they unveiled them at specific times. So a lot of the Star Wars stuff was supposed to drop at 1:00, ended up being available at about 9 a.m. And then people were having difficulty adding it. What's that?
Just a little early. Yeah.
A little early. I managed to put an order in for all the vintage collection figures that they've got coming out. Stormtrooper, 2 versions of the Bespin Guard, R2-D2 with the sensor scope, and who was the last one? The Death Star gunner. So big one was the Stormtrooper. He's in a Star Wars card back. We haven't seen that yet, so a lot of people who are trying to complete a Stormtrooper like set, we've had it in Return of the Jedi, we've had one in Empire Strikes Back. Rogue One got one. So exciting to get Star Wars as a card back. The other thing they had was the retro carded classified series for G.I. Joe.
Yes.
Very exciting for those. So I think those are all still available. I did. I did because, I mean, of course I own them all already, but the colors are a little bit different. The Gung Ho has that. He's got a new hat. Yep. Gung Ho has got the classic cartoon colors to them.
Right.
And I kind of just want to see the older figures go almost into that the way they are now. So like refresh those and kind of tuck the older ones off to the side there.
It is funny how they've sort of retconned this line where that first, I mean, we've talked about how the first ones are based on this video game that either came out or didn't, but made no cultural impact on the G.I. Joe fans at all. Yeah. I'm sorry. Just scrolling through here. If you collect Power Rangers, you know that the ninjutsu figures were up for pre-order on Target, except for red and yellow, but someone just leaked photos of the Red Ranger. And apparently there's a coded coming soon for 3 more. So who's the third going to be? Who's the third character to join to round out the Rangers? You have yellow and red, but who could the third one be? What's that Ninjor? He's the other. That's what people are speculating. They did him on the head flipping scale.
Yeah.
But maybe he's going to get a lightning collection. I'm sorry. Yes. So G.I. Joe, Collector Con.
Right.
We got those. You got those. When are those supposed to get released?
I think October.
Oh my God.
It's wild. Yeah.
This year? Like, that's forever.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Why?
Well, I already got a postponement email from Hasbro Pulse about Crocmaster. So.
Ooh, I have him pre-ordered on Amazon.
Yeah.
So. He should be out soon, right?
He should be.
We did so many pre-orders. It's funny now that we're almost getting through them. Like, I pre-ordered the Ninja Turtle Power Rangers from Entertainment Earth.
Yeah.
They sent me 2 of them. I don't know why they didn't get all of them in.
Right.
But it's like I'm slowly ticking away all my pre-orders.
The ones that I forget about are the ones from GameStop. Because
oh my God,
their account system is really weird. So
yeah,
you have to look up the invoice number and everything, and by doing that, I have to go back to my emails to see the invoice number.
It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. So I just, if something ships from GameStop, I'm like, oh, I wonder what this could be, because I've clearly forgotten.
Yeah,
I had a Republic Commando come from their Gaming Greats line this week, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I ordered you.
Oh yeah, I forgot I allocated some of my hard-earned money to this company. Thanks so much. This is going way back, but Haulathon, they have these autograph figures. They have Elvira, Gizmo, and Dr. Honeycutt. What's his name? Fugitoid.
Yeah, Dan Eastman.
Oh yeah, right. That's the autograph fee.
Yes.
So there was a thing where there was supposed to be unique packaging for the autographed version.
Right.
But a lot of them, enough of them, are getting the standard packaging, and then you have to sort of look inside the window to see the background to know that it's a different figure. But the barcodes are correct, meaning you could think you were getting a non-autograph figure, scan it, not pay attention, and it'll ring up for $100 because it's the autograph figure.
This did in fact happen to me. Okay, yeah. Yes. So that was last week. There were 5 Fugitoids on, and it was a good mix. There was, I believe it was 3 with the non-signature series packaging and 2 that actually specifically said signature series. The first figure I picked up because I didn't really need the autograph. Of course, I scanned it and it came up for $99. I was like, wow, what? How do you differentiate this? So I grabbed another one. I grabbed another one that didn't say signature and it was a regular release. So
So I don't know what happened there.
I don't know. It's very strange.
That design, and they're just like, just stick it in the normal box. That won't cause any problems.
No problems at all.
Yeah. Well, I've never seen any Haulathon product in person, so
the Facebook group that I belong to, you might belong to it too. Somebody posted a photo of the Style Colors turtles.
Yes,
but they got it rung up for $36.99.
Wow!
So of course that happened, and everyone calls foul on it.
Sure.
They're like, the UPC scanned for that, and they're like, no, it didn't. You went and you did the self-scan discount.
Yeah, that's so risky. That's not worth it. I wonder if that is true though. Like that they, how would that happen unless they put like a sticker UPC code on there? Like it wouldn't.
Right.
I guess I don't know how UPCs are printed on the box. Like, does that happen in China, or does it happen? Yeah. So they like send them all of they send them an Illustrator file of like the entire thing like laid flat, and then you print it. Yeah.
I don't know. I see a lot of these sitting around, the Fugitoids that were marked signature series, all still there. The Elviras are still there. RuPaul, the RuPaul Chia Pet, that's also $100.
No, it's signed.
Yes.
That's crazy. That's the craziest thing I've heard.
Because
that's the craziest thing of all of this.
People were sending photos of their end caps.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it and I'm like, why is the RuPaul Chia Pet wire wrapped with like the tamper-proof theft deterrent wrap? And then I looked closer and it was it's a signature series.
Jesus.
And I'm just like, what? Okay.
Why are you doing this? That's the one where I guess I'm trying to think of who buys chia pets, and it's like an older woman just is trying to buy it for her aunt or her niece. And she's not paying attention. She buys a $100 version, not knowing. I spent all my money on this head. Oh. So sorry.
I don't know why you like these chia pets so much. How can you afford them?
They're so expensive. They never grow any real food.
Oh God, yeah, right.
Couple other, just real quick. Someone had a photo of the Hasbro Megazord, the Zord Ascension Project Megazord. I already don't. This is like the one that they did the black and gold version. They had the NFT. This is like the real colors one.
Okay.
Someone had a photo of the Megazord with the Dragon Zord sitting on top of it, like that configuration.
Right.
But we haven't seen the Dragon Zord yet, so this was the first look at it. I just don't like the Megazord. He just looks too skinny, like too.
Yeah,
lanky.
He does. He's very stylized.
I don't like it. I don't know. It was a choice. We talk about
it's more Transformers-esque than anything else.
Right. So I don't know. Like I like the Dragon Zord. I like everything related to the Green Ranger more than anything else, but I don't know if I would buy the Dragon Zord and not get the Megazord. So I'm gonna have to see how it looks and make some choices. But honestly, like the Dragon Zord toy from the 90s looks like the subject matter. Like it looks fine. And then they even did a better version in the Legacy line, and I didn't bother with that one. But they actually, the one I'm most interested in is the Super 7 one, and you almost never hear me say that. But they're doing a non-transforming Dragon Zord in Series 2. Series 1 has the Tyrannosaurus sword. That is what I wish Hasbro would do. Like 6-inch, 7-inch scale, non-transforming, highly accurate to the show, well-articulated versions of these Zords. And I don't know if it's, coming down the line someday, but they're not doing it right now. So
what are the ones that are? What are the ones that are in the VHS package?
Those are like
are
really
they smaller?
Cheap. They're small. They're very. They don't have a lot of paint. They're very. This is a very strange subline. They just announced Series 2, which is all Mighty Morphin Power Ranger seasons Zords. They just the lack of paint really hurts them, and then they're expensive for what they are, because they're like 5 points of articulation too. Like there's not a lot to them.
Really? It's very limited.
Yeah, so it's a weird line. Maybe if somebody painted them up nice, they would look good, but it's very strange. Like it's almost like a Happy Meal kind of toy. Like it should come in the. Is that the original Stormtrooper from POF 2?
Yes.
Yeah, with a big the other gun.
Barreling chest. So big.
If you turn him upside down, the helmet looks like a polar bear or something. There was something about.
Oh, I see it.
Something else. Yeah. That throws
like little happy.
Sends me back to the days.
There it is. Right. Yeah. It's like right there.
We need to recapture the magic of POF 2 with TikTok with our action figure theater or something. That's my goal.
Somebody's been posting they've been transforming the Micro Machine heads and doing like a rotation and showing off all the features, and that's nice. Just what they do on their channel. It's like, that's what I want to do. If I
there you go,
didn't have the space for it and I wanted to really see how like enjoy it, like open it and like play with the features, that's what I'd want.
Get one of those little pen cameras you can like zoom right in, so it looks huge.
Yeah, that
would be fun. Like the cameras they put in your ear. Get one of those.
Right.
Send it right through.
Oh.
All right. Well, that's look forward to that on our TikTok channel. Bill is going to tackle that project.
There we go.
I was thinking of doing creating a style guide for just action figure, like not even reviews, but just like going like creating a catalog, because then you have like the standard spinning shot, but then you can like zoom in or something. So I was trying to think of like a template to make it very easy to go through all the boxes. Like every Batman figure I have, just like do a video for every figure so they're cataloged. Yeah,
I get you.
So maybe we can work something out and have some uniformity to it. Because you have the lights that I have that I use. You can put like you have the colored gel that came with those, like the blue, really red. Yeah. Because I like to backlight them with a little color just to give it a little extra. Oh, speaking of back and behind me, somebody posted the Ecto Glow figures for Ghostbusters, and then they sold them. So I was like, hey, I have those too. How much are they going for? And they go for quite a bit if you have them complete, if you have the Midnight card especially. I have the figure in the Proton Pack, so I'm missing the Ghost and the mask. The mask alone, like $100, easy.
Oh, right there.
So I put those up on eBay. I list all my eBay auctions at $1,000 and then make people like best offer me. Yes. That way, like I control the sale of it, because no one's ever gonna pay $1,000 for it.
Sure.
But I want, like, if you offer me 100, I'd be like, no, how about 250? And then haggle that way. So they're up there. I think I need at least 200 for them each. You were saying like 125. These are in very good condition.
Yeah, no, I was looking at them again in the Proton Packs. You still have the neutrino wand, the particle stream is still intact, not chewed, not bent,
not chewed at all. Yeah, these were late enough in the line that I wasn't chewing my toys anymore.
That's good. Yeah, no, I believe this was the last series to come out.
Yeah, this was it. Yeah. I don't even know how I ended up with these two figures. I have Egon and Lewis. Like, why would I have those two figures of all of them?
The nerdiest guys on both ends of the spectrum. Socially,
I do think that
Egon
Egon was my favorite.
Okay,
from Real Ghostbusters. So I understand that, but Lewis is weird, and I had other Lewis figures, so it's not like I needed a Lewis.
This is a funny one too, because it was late enough that they were making Janine figures, and they had the Janine mold, but they never made a glow in the dark Janine.
Nope. Someone made a custom that they were selling.
Someone did make a custom. Very nice, very nice reproduction of the overall style. Yeah.
Janine never got a figure that had a proton back. Is that correct?
That is correct.
She had the comb because the ghost had the real hair like a Barbie doll. That was her first one.
Yes.
She had one of the backpack heroes, I think. Did she have like something she rides on?
She did. I'm blanking on what it was exactly. Yes, the Super Freight features. Super Freight features was that.
I think they had a hook. She had like a hook because it was like a fish.
Yes, she did. Yep.
And that was it, right? The 3?
I believe that was it, yeah.
That's pretty good for a female character in the Ghostbusters.
Very decent.
Not bad. And then Lewis shoehorned his way in there somehow.
He only had 2 figures, I believe.
Did the other one have him in a jumpsuit? I almost feel like
yes. And no, they introduced him in the jumpsuit. He came with the backpack heroes assortment. And then he came with the Ecto Glow. They were all the same mold. It just
right. Fun line. I was looking through all of them last night or whenever, and
that's something. Back in 2020, you and I were hoping that after they did these, they would put the Ecto Glow back in the in circulation with Walmart.
Or just something else, not just they just stopped after the first heroes. Like they did some other ghosts, but no other version of the Ghostbusters. I think that was a mistake. Now we've sort of used up all our Ghostbusters ammunition because the movie came out.
The movie did come out.
Until the next movie comes out.
Right.
If there is another one. It's probably going to be pretty dry for Ghostbusters. But we got the proton back coming, so maybe they're going to try to create some more hysteria. Who knows? Oh, that's going to be fun. We only got a year to go.
Oh, yeah. I know. I started really tidying up. I opened a lot of stuff last night, which was exciting.
Ooh, wow. Make sure you take videos of that. We can put that on TikTok.
Oh, sure.
All right. Anything else for this week? We got a long show this week.
I got nothing else. I'm happy. I'm happy with this show.
We're not going to talk about the Bill Murray NFTs because that makes me sad.
That would just confuse me too.
I just don't want to know. I heard about it. Well, you know what we say? We don't want to grow up, but we already did. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye, everyone.